First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. And just shutting him off there. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one, so they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit. Ritter will set up to throw it. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The Lions at 6 and 4 now on the year, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Ritter. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. You look at this Bears defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is a number 1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
Here's Ritter. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he's got it to about the 40. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Ritter from the gun. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Ritter, he wants to change the play here. On first down, he'll drop to throw. This to Laporta, right side. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. First and goal at the 4-yard line. Gibbs. Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Second and goal from the 1. Again, it's Gibbs. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. So crisis averted, but now facing third and goal. Ritter now. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Well, they're sending out an early memo that points are not going to be easy to come by in this one. A block here in the opening quarter, and what a block it was.
I love how you talked about sending out a memo. I know of one special teams coach who leaves a note in the lockers of guys he wants on his special teams. A direct invitation to them. He wants them to have the pride in what they're doing. This group showed it right there. A big effect on this game.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And this will be a Bears first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, Chicago. Christian McCaffrey, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
22 more yards there and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On play action, here's Ritter. Goes out left. It's caught by Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 93 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Roma Dunze, 39 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Ritter back to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Third down and 1. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. So on 4th down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. To the air, Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Again, a good friend in football always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Williams going to look to throw again. And he's got the hook up to Moore. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. From the gun, here's Williams. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. To the air once more, Williams. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Rome Odunze in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears will extend their lead here just before halftime. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Final play before the half. Here's Ritter. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 180 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago! Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Santos with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
In motion, the tight end. Ritter with it after the play fake. He'll buy some time right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Back to throw, Ritter. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter flushed out right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Sticking with the passing game. Here's Ritter again. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Bates' kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. To throw, Williams. Look at the big man rumble. They'll have the first down and more than that. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Kyle Pitts, 59 yards. And the Bears take a 3-touchdown lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. Breaks through the contact. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ritter to throw it. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Montez Sweat has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Here comes the Lions punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. On the return is Jones. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. From the shotgun to McCaffrey, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
To throw, it's Williams. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL. Throwing is Williams. And it'll be intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Ritter will set up to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you've got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Ritter. He's airing it out for Williams. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Bears will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. But just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
This offense so far on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Throwing again here, Williams. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw is Williams. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Ritter now. That is caught. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10, right at the 40. To the air again, it's Ritter. Dancing to his left. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Fighting to stay on his feet past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. Now Williams. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, They feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. Here's Williams. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football.
He's got it. So they convert the two. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a two-score game. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent. Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
To the air, Williams. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also a 2 two-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats elephant?
But if you do it one bite at a time. Okay. That's the way they've got to play this.
And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Here's Ritter. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
This is 1st and 10. Now Ritter. Forced out to his left. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Steps away to, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
4th down, big play. Here's Ritter. And this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Ritter. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Lions are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. That's strong running. And the Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Williams over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Back to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Moore. And he is going to have the Bears first. And that should be the capper. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This from 44 yards away. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will extend their lead even further. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Chicago, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move